Hello and welcome to another edition of the Mayor's One-on-One. Today we are talking to young people about what's happening in our community from their perspectives. A few weekends ago, I attended a rally where kids got to express themselves, sharing their concerns about what's happening in the community.
Being out here, it's really an experience because it's quite a very erratic experience being that you're able to see your people going out marching. It's something that you see on TV and like Selma and stuff like that, Martin Luther King, MLK, some of the big leaders that we all know today. It's very inspiring.
It's not about us today. It's not about the adults. It's about the children. It's about those little ones that we are building this future on. And we're going to allow you guys to speak and talk and tell us what we as adults need to do to help you.
I'm happy that majority of the people that came were kids because we need this message. We need to ingrain this message into their mindset so that when they grow up, they can pass it on to their children and their children after.
Joining me are two students who are both seniors. The first is Jemiah Lawhorn. She attends Miami Carroll City Senior High. Also here is Kiari Wright. He's a senior at Miami Norland Senior High and is a part of city life. School is gearing back up. Kids are getting back in the classroom. What are some of your thoughts and concerns about being back among your friends?
The new Delta virus.
Built for this.
Yup.
And you too?
Yeah.
You concerned
Delta,
about COVID?
the new variant. Like, I'm
Are you
scared.
really? Why? Why are you guys scared?
Because it's worse than the original COVID-19.
And if I may, how old are you guys?
17.
I'm 17.
17? Have you had your vaccinations yet?
Yes.
Nah, I have mine scheduled next week.
When you're getting ready in the morning, what are some of your thoughts that go through your mind about your day ahead?
Is this going to be a good day?
Is it going to be a good day? And what about you?
Well, for me, it's getting to school. Like, I'm gonna make it to school on time. Gotta get to school on time.
So time is your issue.
Time, my issue.
Okay. Here's what one young lady had to say. And on the other side, I want to hear your thoughts about it.
Mental health, and let's say parents listening to their children more often, like parents becoming more open-minded towards their kids' specific needs, because I understand that the main concern is putting food on the table, but mental health is an aspect that parents need to look into as well.
So Jemiah, what you thought about that video?
I believe she is right. The community does need to have more resources that the youth can go to because I too struggled with mental health for a long time and I had nowhere to go or nowhere to look to because it wasn't really a big aspect in my house. My mental health wasn't really a concern. And I do believe that she's right when she says parents need to be more open-minded because if you do wait too long, it can get bad.
I don't think the parents hear enough of that from their kids. So that's great. What do you thought? What's your thoughts on it?
Oh, my thoughts about mental health is parents should really pay more attention to their kids.
We can use social media to our advantage. That's one thing. I feel like if we were to do more of posting things like more positive things about ourselves, because this system is built to deprive us of our skin tone. It's built to give that image of, okay, black people are bad or black people are negative, you know what I'm saying? But if you could change that image, we can change how we see ourselves.
You haven't been sitting back and watching this happen. You also came up with solutions in the form of a 5-week plan. Talk about that 5-week plan.
The plan is to try to get the youth to be more involved within the community. Some of the aspects include mental health, youth-police relations, backstories, and much more. My favorite part would be the mental health because I feel as if youth need to be more involved with their mental health.
My favorite part would be the youth and police relations Because, like, as a young black male, a teenager, like, why am I scared to go to the police for help? They supposed to be there to serve and protect us, right? So why if something go wrong, I'd rather run home or, have to deal with it myself than going to the police station and filing a report and getting things done the proper way.
So I want to take this opportunity to thank you guys for coming and sharing with us your thoughts and your plans for the future. And just to tell those parents that's out there, listen to your children. You guys are a bright future for us in this community, and we're so grateful for you. Our junior council students partner with Dr. Shirley Planton to roll out this new initiative. She is the Chief Executive Consultant of U-Turn Youth Consulting. Dr. Planton, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Can you tell us more about the plan and how you think it will help our kids?
I think in the times that we're living in, we cannot, as adults, continue to make plans for our young people without including them in part of the plan. And I think that's what will differentiate this 5-week program, is because not only did we come up with the ideas as adults, but we vetted it with the young people. Some of the sessions will actually be delivered by some of the young people.
Oh, that would be a great opportunity for those kids to express how they actually feel. As you heard from the 2 previous guests that we had on the show, they feel as if grown-ups don't listen to them, that they're not being heard by their parents.
And that's really where the idea of the backstory came from. Really what created U-Turn Youth, right? It was really wanting to first give voice to young people, because I kept hearing in my body of work that kids just feel as though adults don't care or they don't value what they have to say because they're kids.
What age group is the best for what we're going to do, and how can parents get their kids involved?
The lead group is definitely the youth council. However, because of the nature of the conversation, I think your middle school and high schoolers are absolutely perfect for this conversation, because you're talking about everything from mental health, as we heard the previous guests talk about how important it is to them.
Yes.
Definitely understanding their backstories. As adults, we just think we're the only ones with backstories, and these young kids ain't got no backstories. Right. But the reality is some of them live lives that adults may never live in their entire livelihood, right? And then we have the conversation about youth and police relations. Our kids saw a lot of stuff last year. Helping them process that is important, but more importantly, how do they improve police relations so that they don't have to be on the other side of that?
And as the young lady stated, COVID was a major
Absolutely.
issue for kids in 2020. And I think those are some of the things that we're going to have to address with them to find out how it affected them mentally, how it affected them physically, and how it tore down some families. These sessions will be broken down into 5 sessions. Right. Can you elaborate on the details of the sessions?
So the first session will be backstories, right? And the reason why we want to start there is because we really want them to have a conversation about who they are. How did you get to who you are? And as an adult, I like to say to adults, our backstories have either made us or broken us. Session 2 will definitely be addressing mental health and coping skills. A lot we've heard today has a lot to do with that. The third one would be what we just discussed, the youth-police relations, financial literacy. Part of what we fail to do in our communities is really prepare our young people. It's not just about making the money, but how do you invest the money? How do we make you an entrepreneur? And then, of course, the 5th one is going beyond yourself. Not just, it can't always be about me, right? It can't always be about making it rain. But what am I doing back for community? How am I giving back? And to hear the young people you had earlier that are feeding the homeless and doing, different things, those are the examples that we want for other kids in this community as well.
That's what we're doing in Miami Gardens. These are some of the things that we're trying to put together to make sure that our kids are heard. And we look forward to these 5 sessions, and we'll make sure after these 5 sessions that it go a little bit further than that.
I hope so.
And this may be something that we can take countywide and take it around the entire county and show people that what we do in Miami Gardens just doesn't stay here in Miami Gardens. It goes outside of the gardens into our community, and we all work to make sure these things are taking place in our neighborhoods. So thank you again, Dr. Planton, for coming out, and thank you for running these sessions for us, and we look forward to getting it started. Thank you so much. The sessions will roll out this fall. Stay connected with our emails and social media sites for those details. We hope to see you at these meetings. For now, thank you everyone, and we'll see you all back on the next Mayor's One-on-One.